how much does it cost to get a house, a rentable apartment in the Republic of Benin? The first thing you have to consider is which city are you living in. Because of this video, let me just take like three cities. Yeah, so I'm going to take the three capital of the country. So we have the political capital, that is Porto-novo. We have the economic capital, which is Cotonou, and then we have the capital of spirituality, or the voodoo capital, which is Wida. So things are relatively the same in all of them. So just take any of them you want to stay, and of course the cost will also depend on which side of the city you are living in. But I want to take an average person coming to the Republic of Benin and want to get an apartment. So it is not very high class people or people, diplomatic people. It's just going to be an average person who want to come and settle in the Republic of Benin to do a business for employment purposes. We are going to be talking about exactly how much the things cost. So take your seat and let's get started. Of course, everything I'm going to be mentioning here, the courses and everything, is going to be based on the current cost of things in the country. The economy is very, very stable, so things don't change overnight just like that. But they may change after 3, 4, 5 years. If you are watching this video, then you can just watch for information purpose, but the cost may change. If you are thinking of house rent and relocating to the Republic of Benin, one thing you will also be thinking about is which business can I do in the country, or what is the employment rate in the country. I have a video, I will link it in the description, which talk about 5 businesses that you can start in the Republic of Benin. I also have an ebook ideating 28 different businesses that you can start in the Republic of Benin, so you can check them out in the description. And then on the employment, the unemployment rate in the Republic of Benin is very low, which is about 1 point something percent, or let's just say at most 2%, which means if you are educated in the country, you are likely going to get a job. But this is not the same when you talk about somebody who is a foreigner coming to the country. So you can't get a very formal white collar job except you are owning your own business, which you can still get informal job, like getting job that can at least sustain you. But if that is not the right idea for you, then you consider starting up your own business. So when you are coming for house hunting in the Republic of Benin, the first money you are going to be paying is the money for house visitation, or the visitation to the places, like which area do you need, where do you want to stay, or if you don't know anywhere you want to stay, if you have anywhere in mind, or you can just give a general description of where you can stay to the person. The fee for that one is 5,000 currently. Yes, you have to pay that 5,000 before the person leaves to get you a house, or to look for a house for you, whether you are going with the person or he's sending the pictures to you, if in case if you are not already in the country. But if you are already in the country, you just pay him, let him take you to visit the houses that you have to rent. You may visit from 2 to 4 different apartments, where you see, okay, which one is good for me. If none of them is good for you, you can consider contacting another agent, or you can schedule another time. Of course, the fee is also there. Now, before we continue, the fee we are going to be mentioning here is going to be in franc CFA, which is the country's currency. So if you are in the UK, in the US, in any other country, you can convert these to your local currency or to dollar to have an idea of how much exactly it costs in your local currency. For instance, the 5,000 I just mentioned is around $7. Just take that as your calculation if you are watching from any other parts of the world. After that payment, and then you get your apartment, the next fee you are going to be paying is to the same agent. That fee you must pay before you pack into the apartment, it is just 1 month rent. So the rent is paid monthly. So if your monthly rent, for instance, is 20,000 francs CFA, you will pay that 20,000 francs CFA to that agent, even after you have paid the inspection fee. It is the standard everywhere in the country. So after that, you have to pay 3 month caution fee. So you have to pay 3 months house caution fee. That 3 months caution fee is used as a collateral while occupying the apartment. If you spoil anything, that caution fee will be used to settle part of it when you are going, and the balance will be refunded to you. You have to also pay light caution. So the light caution generally is between 10 to 15,000 francs CFA. When you are leaving, you'll be refunded 50% of that 10,000 or 7,500 if you pay 15,000. There is also a caveat for the refundable house caution fee. So the caveat is simply, if you are leaving, you have to tell the owner of that apartment in advance, letting them know that you'll be leaving on this particular date. Some of them will tell you to stay until that 3 months that your caution fee covered. They cannot give you the cash to leave. So in that kind of case, you will stop paying rent from that moment until your 3 months is over, and then you pack out. Some other people, whenever you are leaving, they will make sure that they come to check the apartment. Whatever you damage in the apartment, they make sure that they repair it, or they calculate the cost of repairing it, and then you go with your balance. So that is the caveat on that one. The next bill you'll be expecting is water bill. Every standard apartment have rush water. Yeah, every middle class apartment have rush water. So the water bill is shared among tenants. The water bill have its own meters. So when they go to the meter and discover that, okay, the fee for this house is 10,000 today, they share it among the tenants. If you are the only one there, you pay it. If you are seven, you pay accordingly. So the average you will be paying is around 1,500. It does not exceed 2,500, except you are doing a business that require a lot of water. That if you are using for personal purposes, that is around the fee that you'll be paying for water bill. So the next bill you will be expecting to pay if you get an apartment in the Republic of Benin is light bill. Light is very constant here, and then each unit of the light is 300 francs CFA, which is about 50 cents if you are using dollar to compare. Every house has its own meter. Before you enter, you have to buy your own meter and install it before you begin to use the light, so you know exactly what you consume. So an average person that does not use power heavily, that does not use electricity very heavily, your bill should be between 1,500 to 3,000. And if you are somebody who is always constantly watching movies on your TV, and then you have some equipment that require a lot of power to function, you should be paying from 5,000 to 10,000 monthly. So that is on that aspect. So let's come now to the aspect of how much does house rent monthly cost in the Republic of Benin. For a one room, which is just only that room, you pack all your load inside that same room, and you have your bed inside that room. In different countries, they have different name for it, but some people call it self-contained, which is just one room. Your load is in that one room, everything in that one room, you sleep in that one room. So the cost is from 4,000 to 8,000 francs CFA. If you want to have one room, and then there is a bedroom, a sitting room, and then there is a bedroom. So that one range from 14,000 francs CFA to 25,000 francs CFA. So that means the kitchen is inside, the toilet is inside. That is the rate for that one. If you are getting two-bedroom apartment, it range from 30,000 francs CFA up to 50,000 francs CFA monthly. So that is the average cost of house rent in the Republic of Benin for an average house rent. Of course, if you are leasing, the cost is different. So basically, that is what it is. So some people ask me about what the cost of living in the Republic of Benin looks like. So the cost of living in the Republic of Benin is relatively cheap if you are earning from the country. So it is relatively cheap if you are earning from the country. And then, but if you are earning from a country whose currency is weaker compared to the franc CFA, it is extremely, you are residing in the Republic of Benin, but you are earning money, you are doing business, getting money and spending from a country whose currency is weaker compared to the one of the Republic of Benin. And then if you are earning from a country where the currency is higher, like dollars, pounds, euro, and dirham, then it is very cheap. Like it is extremely cheap to live in this country. So basically that is what it is. I hope this video helped you. Share it with anybody you believe it will help, and see you in another video.